Hey, I'm Doc Yates, and today we're talking about Canadian health insurance and what benefits it has for fertility, assuming you're Canadian, of course. So what I have found is that the majority of provinces don't offer much in terms of grants, funding, coverage when it comes to fertility. That being said, there's some provinces that do. We're going to go through them, starting with Manitoba. So Manitoba offers a 40% coverage that you can use towards your costs. I believe from up to a $20,000 amount, so you can cover 40% of that per calendar year, and that you can use for IUIs, IVFs, etc. In New Brunswick, they have a one-time grant that you can use one time. So it's a $5,000 grant that you can apply for that you can use to submit any of the costs that you've incurred during any fertility treatments. Quebec offers assistance for IUI treatments, and they used to offer coverage for IVFs, but now they don't. So in Quebec, if you're living in Quebec, you can get coverage for IUI treatments. Ontario seems to have the best coverage. So you get one IVF that can be covered, and you get unlimited IUIs from what I've seen that can be covered. However, there's exceptions to this. So fertility drugs for IVFs, which is about $5,000 a year, will not necessarily be covered. And fertility drugs for IUIs, about $1,000 per cycle, will also not be covered. So there is a lot more coverage in Ontario, but there's limitations to that. So that is the coverage that I've found across the different provinces. And while it is very helpful, for many people it's not enough. And while you don't want to think about putting a price on your kids and family, the fact is that these procedures can be very expensive. So here's my thoughts. If you're going to undergo these procedures, why not take 2 to 3 months in advance to use my free fertility diet program, to use my acupuncture program, which you can do at home, which is practically free, 1 to 2 herbal supplements to increase your health and your success for when you undergo IUIs or IVFs. If you don't plan on using IVF or IUIs, then I would suggest, in addition to the diet and the acupuncture, make sure you get your hormone levels checked and your thyroid levels checked to optimize your fertility. Whatever you decide is right for you, I'd be happy to assist in optimizing your fertility and helping you start your family. I'm Dr. Yates, and I hope this was helpful.